Hey, Facebook. Okay, I always have a little delay here. I am here today to tackle a really tough topic for our families of non speakers and unreliable speakers, and that is what we call potty training when our children are really little. And I'd like to shift the language for those of us that have bigger kids, 7, 8, 9, 10, up into their teens, even young adults and adults. And we're going to call it toileting to respect their dignity and respect, that they're not little kids. So we're just not going to call it potty training anymore. There are three really huge factors that make this a difficult thing for our kids to do to become fully toilet independent. The first factor is apraxia, and that's something you've heard me talk about. You've heard a lot of non speaker families talk about. It's a brain body disconnect. What does that mean? It means they simply can't get their body physically to the bathroom and to the toilet, even if they know that they need to. There are times that they may be simply frozen and they know what they need to do and they can't do it. This is a huge challenge, obviously. The second factor that can make this a really hard um, skill for them to master is interoception. Now, here, listen to this definition of what interoception is. Interoception is our nervous system's ability to sense, integrate, and interpret signals from within our body to create a representation of its internal physiological state. So, that's a lot of words to say. Interoception is our ability to interpret like signs signals from our bladder and say you need to go to the bathroom. So many of our loved ones that are apraxic or non-speaking or unreliably speaking, they actually don't know when they have to go. They don't feel it. Their body doesn't interpret the signals in a way that we understand. Like when you have to go, you're like, "Whew, I have to go." For our kiddos or our adults, they might not have that ability to feel that. And finally, and I'm not really sure if this is a separate issue, but I've been thinking about muscle control. So, the actual ability for our kids to hold when they need to hold and to release on command when it's the proper time. That is a huge skill that they may struggle with. So, you put these three things together and you can see how it's a literal, I don't really want to say it, but it can create a storm, right? It can create the perfect storm of challenges where it creates a lot of confusion in our families, right? Because apraxia isn't always present in the same way. Like sometimes it appears our kids can get to the bathroom, and it's what Dana Johnson taught me is that our kids are consistently inconsistent. It creates a ton of frustration. Imagine that you're in a body that simply doesn't obey you all the time. Then imagine that your caregiver gets really frustrated and angry with you. Then imagine what kind of anxiety that produces in your body, and that anxiety, emotional regulation, is actually a huge factor in you being able to control your body. So you can see that these three things make this a really difficult skill for many of our family members. Um, this has been such a journey for my family. We're still on it, but I'm incredibly proud of Carter because we have made so much practice or progress. I don't share a lot. I've over the years, I have learned that I need to be a lot more careful about what I share about Carter. And a lot of people have said to me, like, you should be sharing more about him, to inspire other families and this and that. But the truth is that he's not open yet, and I can't get his explicit permission to share these things. And so until I can, I am trying to share in a way that supports other families but is respectful of him. So soon I'm going to share. This is the book that got us started on our journey to toilet independence, Ready, Set, Potty, toilet training for children with autism and other developmental disorders. I do really like the book, and I have a lot of positive things to share about it, but it does have limitations also. So I'm going to be sharing about that. I do have openings now in my calendar to jump on calls with families. So if this is an issue that you are struggling with and you want support in, just comment or message me and we'll see if we can get on a call together, a short call to brainstorm, and I can share more specifics about what our journey has been like. I'll keep sharing about this because it's such an important topic. It's such an important way that our children can become more independent, you know, and it's very daunting for us as caregivers. So I'm sending you all love. And again, if you want to jump on a call with me about this particular issue, toileting or potty training, I'd love to put our brains together and our hearts together and find a plan for you moving forward. I'm Susan May, and I'm inviting you to join the revolutions. Homeschool your non speaker.